Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails into Reverie. We are currently on Lloyd's path so far, and I believe we'll be moving on to the next order of business, which is the other, I would say the other two's perspective obviously, but more so in the case of Reen. Because I feel like we're either going to scruff against a boss that will lead us to stop playing as Lloyd's POV for a while, but we'll see. Anyways guys, I'm back. I'm looking forward to playing this game again, and we're gonna get back into it right now. So thank you all for love and support. Hope you all continue to enjoy. Let's do this. Alright, so from what I remember, there's a red marker here, yes, and we are still in the underground freight line passage. Alright, so anything behind us? No? Okay, let's go. No chests? No? Alright. We're good. Oh, see, I had a feeling. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Lloyd's story for a brief period. Do it. That felt like... the mirror's reacting again. But to what? Do you want me to... Okay, fine. Or I can keep going, right? I can keep going? I can keep going, right? Until it's like officially time for me to stop. Oh, yeah, I really can't do anything. Okay, well, moving on. I am locked. But it's time. It's your turn, Reen. Here we go. Thank you for giving us so much of your time today. I appreciate you helping us attend to the aftermath of recent events. Of course, we wouldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. We feel investigating the coup d'etat further is our responsibility as much as anyone's. We've rounded up most of the people involved by now though, haven't we? I believe you have. And with Princess Alpha and Elise's assistance, we were able to look into suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. There are some suspects still at large, but it's only a matter of time before they're in custody. I'm so pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed genuinely shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. I can't say I blame them. You'd think they could hold off on the crazy until things in Crossbell calmed down. Or the timing on point since the EDF showed up here too. I would assume they're linked, yes. I've been aware that some in the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing of the military. But it's frustrating to not have seen the extent of their opposition coming from until they made their move. You can't blame yourself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out better. It gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out for yourself. That's true. With so many of them confirmed to be in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got will make it easier for Dan and General Van Dyke to take action. We each have our burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do as the current head of our nation. I'm sure Machias is also doing what he can in Crossbell. Indeed, you hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on the past mistakes or what I should have done with Crossbell as it is, and the prince and lady still missing. Alright, I think we covered all we can on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus onto the other big issue we need to think about. Rufus. It's not possible for him to be in both near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. So then who do we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep, while we were taking care of the crew stuff, it should be about...
My apologies for the delay.
Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped, but this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new Supreme Leader never left the state while C was active.
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are two Rufuses.
No, there's only one Rufus, and a poser.
But how is that possible?
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
Or we could also say, in the wise words of Gilgamesh, a faker.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus in Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present. Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
I doubt it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the 3 children accompanying him?
We're still looking into them, I'm afraid.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database. 2 underground for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
Should have been impossible for your friends to win. Eustace, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself. We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to here. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Reen?
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead, but Eustace is right that we should use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
Some of us will have to remain in the capital. The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through. It'd be good to hit up the Entertainment District and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think. There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him. But will that be enough under the circumstances?
Then will we suffice?
Huh?
Kurt! And...
Hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway into the investigation.
We got General Mueller back.
About your lead. Since our father is still occupied in the West, we will be accompanying you in his stead. May we Vanders be of great service.
The next morning, Muse arrived as planned from Lee's and reunited with the group. They then waited for the freight train, which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord, to depart. We are going to be transferring onto an RMP train partway through the trip. We should hopefully reach Zender Gate around noon. That'd be great, and we can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. I apologize for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. Not at all. I was glad to have the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your heart too, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured that I will do all I can to put you at ease as soon as possible. Oh, he's a colonel. It's a general. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Mise. Of course, I'll take good care of our dear instructor in your and Elise's stead. Oh, but don't fret, I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time?
What's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this, so I don't think you need to worry.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday, but you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you? The ones from the underground.
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier! So many of us joined the army to follow in your footsteps, only for you to trample all over our ambitions. You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Exactly. That isn't your fault, Rean.
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to. It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone. Isn't that right? Altina? Muse?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another. I think they've echoed my sentiments. Well then, have a safe journey. If there are answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
The group changed trains as planned and arrived on schedule at the North Highlands. There, they found several of their friends already waiting for them. Cruel blue skies.
There you are.
I hope the trip wasn't too tiring.
Oh,
And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
We just happened to be on the train right before yours.
I'm glad you all arrived safely. And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
We heard about the attempted coup from Major Revelt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Then it was worth it, huh? But there's no river I wouldn't cross to find you if you needed me. Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency. So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Thanks. I won't.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have two Rufuses running around now. I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of two evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter.
though I'm more than happy to give it.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division, yes. I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in the absence of one.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Listen, Reen. Don't go biting off more than you can chew. Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7. I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that means you don't have to be because I'll be there for you. At least I'll try to be.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Welcome to Zendergate. I've been looking forward to your arrival. I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
It's good to see you again, Colonel. The same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. And it's an honor to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I've heard much about the Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother, too. I wish I could have given you all a more formal reception. Please think nothing of it, sir. Most of us aren't even a part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. I quite agree. I'm just an inexperienced student. How modest of you all. I appreciate that. He's surprisingly candid for a colonel. He is, although I'm sure he must be very capable to have been given command of a whole armored division. Word of the 7's exploits since the war has reached even here, Lieutenant Colonel. I hear you have been all over the country helping with the reconstruction efforts under Prince Oliver's leadership. What's more, the Vanders have evidently resumed their duty as guardians of the Imperial family. They don't call you the Ace of the 7 for nothing. I apologize if that sounded all sarcastic. I did not mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Still, I am humbled by the honor of serving once more. On the Vander name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. I feel the same way. Could you tell us what you know about the situation here? Yes. You came looking for clues in the prince's whereabouts. I'm aware that you have reason to believe there is something here. So it's true. The opposite, I'm afraid. This region has been positively idyllic since the war ended. The Highlands did turn into a battleground during the conflict, but everything is back to normal here now. I was honestly caught off guard by your conviction that something must be here. That's unfortunate. Still, the intel's fresh even to us. No surprise that nothing's been found yet. Indeed. I've had a lot to work at the watchtower, so haven't had much time to investigate in this area. In that sense, you might have more luck speaking with the people of the settlement. You may well be correct. It sounds like Gaius is already there, so I'd say meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we intend to fully dedicate ourselves to searching once we have finished getting ready. I have a private soldier stationed at the watchtower of what is going on too, so it may be worth stopping by there. Either way, should you learn anything, please do let me know. I will be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Thank you for your kindness and understanding, sir. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with the search then. The Nord Highlands. Been a bit. It's still lovely as ever. All green, all rocks. All mountain.
It's breathtaking.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is. I've been really looking forward to it. If only the other three could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
It's moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here. Regardless, I will make for the watchtower and set about gathering information there. You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
I'm alright with that, but...
Are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating in a military facility. Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
I hope he's going to be all right.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go. I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end. Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
I see. I think y'all worrying a little too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army, up there with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he genuinely believes this is to be the best course of action. It'd be wise to mirror his conviction. Yeah, let's get moving. Apparently, the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited during our field study. If we traveled north from here, we should see it before long. We don't want to keep Gaius waiting. Of course, Muse is the one that's behind me. Alright, let's do a save here. Over here. Alright, hold on a second. Let's do a quick... No. Oh, okay, cool.
New visitors registered.
Tita and Agate will now assist you in the Reverie corridor. Emma and Sarah. Okay, that it. Okay, nothing new yet. Okay, cool. Hold on a second. Before I do anything else, I want to see...
Review missions.
Clear. Viewed 3 daydreams. I viewed like one. Yeah, I viewed only one. It's okay. Damn. That's much. Wait, what? Each level 110 with all allies. That can be done. Profiles. Damn, they really want me to do all this? Bro, why? No, I don't want to. Duh, man. Alright. Cool. We're going back. Just wanted to unlock that for them.
Departure noted.
Alright, let's see what quartz I got going on for me right now. Good. You even, wow. Okay, good. All this is good. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I need her to cure ailments. And she got good stuff going on here. What about be cut? Mind. I could temporarily remove Crescent Mirror for... Who has my moon lens? Ah, fine. Whatever. We now need to go... Okay.
Yeah!
I don't know where the marker is.
Amazing. I've never seen plains so vast.
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green. Words can't do justice to its beauty.
We had the same reaction as students.
I like it even more now that there aren't as many monsters as before.
Yeah, the Armored Division's done a bang-up job keeping the Highlands clean. Now we can ride straight through.
You think? Okay. I can't go anywhere else anyway. Looks like it's just a straight ahead pathway. Alright. Yeah! That works just fine for me. Look at that enemy. Oh, look at that frog. No.
We're almost at the settlement. Oh, it feels so great here.
It makes me wish we could keep riding on through forever.
It's a shame we'll have to dismount soon.
It's so nice to see you're both already as much in love with this place as we are.
Alright, I just wanted to have them finish talking.
Ah, we made it to the settlement.
We did, but...
This is my first time seeing yurts.
You would normally see more of them. I wonder what's going on.
Already?
Well, there's Class 7. It's so good to see you all again. How have you been?
Oh,
Is he an acquaintance of yours, Instructor?
I'm not sure that we've met.
Come on, that's not very funny. I know it's been a while, but I knew you from a glance.
Wait, I see it now.
Toma?
Your guy is his little brother, right? Looks like someone hit his growth spurt.
Did you meet during your field studies?
Yeah. Gaius' family as a whole has been very welcoming whenever we've come to Nord. It's kind of funny to say, but you're getting to be around the age we were on our first visit, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you really didn't recognize me then? I gotta say, that stings a little.
Sorry, but you honestly do look so much more mature than when we last met. You must be Charl then. You've grown up a lot yourself.
You think? Thank you.
Gaius had mentioned you were coming, but I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after he said it. Speaking of which, you should be coming back soon.
Coming back now, actually. I hope you all had a pleasant journey from the capital. Good to see the winds kept you safe.
Right back at you.
I hope your investigation's been going well.
Sounds like we've arrived at a busy time.
Not at all. Most of the work for moving the settlement has been finished already. But let me make us some tea before we talk any further. You must be tired.
Nord tea is as soothing as I've been told.
It really is. Black tea is relaxing too, but the flavor of these leaves is very distinctive.
I'm glad you approve.
Haven't been able to enjoy a cup of this since your field study.
You tried it then? I would have thought you'd been unable to since you joined near the end of our stay.
That's right. You and Sharon came by to check up on us around the same time. It's weird, the things you forget.
We have plenty more, so please, have as much as you like. It's too bad you weren't here yesterday to try the cheese we made. It was so good.
Cheese or no cheese, you've given us more than enough of a welcome. My travel fatigue is all but gone. It's amazing seeing how much you two have grown since we saw each other. You look like you're taking after your mom, Sheeta.
You really think so? I'm happy to hear that. And you look even cooler, and Emma looks even prettier.
I think so too. Gaius has always kept us up to date on how you've been and the ways you've changed. You've overcome a great many ordeals on the road to where you sit now. It makes me so proud to see the students we've hosted go on to accomplish so many great things.
You're kind to think of us so much.
Thank you for saying so. I hope we can keep making you proud.
And now my pride extends to you two as well. That's just how mothers are.
Did we ever introduce ourselves to you guys? That's our mom, and we're Gaius's little sisters. I'm Sheeta, and she's Lily. Thanks for being bros with our bro.
He's done far more for us than we have for him, I think. I can see Gaius as a truly lovely family. I couldn't be any more grateful to have them. That extends to Dad too, even if he couldn't be here. I take it he's out of the settlement right now? That's right, he's leading the relocation effort. We're having to move quite a distance too, so you may not be able to see him during this visit. That's a shame. I was hoping to say hi. Still, if you're suddenly having to uproot yourselves and go so far, I take it something significant has happened here. Correct. Upon returning here the other day, I set off to survey the Highlands. Unfortunately, I have yet to find anything that would lead us to the location of Prince Oliver or the Courageous too. But I found some unsettling signs in a few easily overlooked areas. Ashes from recently burned firewood and buried remnants of travel rations, for example. In other words, traces of human activity. Yes, and not just one person. I asked Toma to help investigate, and we kept finding the same signs in more and more places. We haven't heard any talk about soldiers doing training exercises in the area recently, so I doubt that's the explanation. No one on the settlement or at Zender Gate claims to have seen any potential suspects either. Regardless of what we're dealing with, we can't risk any harm coming to the people here or our family. So after some discussion, we all decided it would be best to move the settlement earlier than usual. Charlotte and her father have been helping with the move too. We couldn't be more grateful. I'm so sorry all of this happened when you and your dad were meant to be on vacation. Please don't worry, I'm just glad to help. Dad might grumble a bit, but he's pitched in regardless. Either way, it's clear something amiss is here, especially considering the timing. Yeah, it's hard to say if this is what Rufus is referring to, but it's not something we can afford to ignore. When we came here for our field study 2 years ago, we found Jaeger dropouts operating in the area. Perhaps this could be something similar. It's definitely possible. Either way, I decided that I ought to look into it again as soon as you all arrive. I think that's a good idea. I'll join you with all due haste. If the Highlands are threatened in any way, I refuse to turn a blind eye. I quite agree, especially after the people here have served us such wonderful tea. I will spare no effort for a land connected to my ancestors. Your support means the world, truly. We aren't planning to move just yet, so you are welcome to make this your base of operations. I'll do all that I can to help you in my husband's place. I'd like to believe I'm a lot stronger than I was when we last met too. So if there's any way I can assist, please let me know. We will. Thanks, Toma. Sheeta, Lily, be good while we're away. We will. Take care. Come back soon. Where should we begin then? That's a good question. How about we go and speak with the settlement's other visitor? Oh? She's been here since before I arrived myself. I haven't had much of a chance to speak to her since I've been so busy with the move and investigating. That said, it is someone you all know. Really now? I don't see anyone fitting that description around here though. Perhaps she's out at the moment. Someone in my family may know. Shall we go and ask then? Oh, righty. Let's go back in. We're getting ready to move. That won't be for a while though, so please make yourselves at home. You've all done so much for us between what happened during the war and this investigation. I'm worried about the royal couple, but for now, we just have to keep doing what we can. Oh, that reminds me. There's something I want you to take with you. Well, that's really nice of you. Oh my. These are so rare. Thank you so much. It's nothing really. I just want to make sure you all stay safe. Alright, that should be everything. Please take care, everyone. Okay, we'll be off then. Thank you for that. Okay, who and where else? We need to go there. Alright. Charles. Wait. I thought I said chest for a second. Alright. Alright. Oh, look at it. This little girl. Lily. Oh, and there's Toma.
It's been a while since I was last here. Feels so empty without all the yurts.
Well, once we're back to normal, you'd better pay us a visit. Your students are welcome too, of course.
I wouldn't miss a chance to come back here.
I forgot his name. Oh, it's Zio. Zio? Zen? Zio. Okay. I'll be leaving the settlement for a while. Hope I can count on you to watch over while I'm gone. Alright, cool. I almost forgot he had that bird. I'm getting kind of worried. Maybe I should ask for help. Is something wrong, Sheeta? Oh, I was just thinking of speaking to all of you. Our other visitor left the settlement this morning, but she hasn't been back since. Guys are just telling us about her. Did she go on to the Highlands? Yes, she said something about wanting to take photographs before she left. She also said not to worry about her since we were all busy with the move. Even so, I'm getting anxious. I hope she isn't doing anything too dangerous. This situation is suddenly starting to seem all too familiar. Yeah, this is the exact situation we went through with Norton from the Imperial Chronicle a few years ago. Really? I wonder if this visitor could be... Anyway, it sounds like we should go and check up on her. I assume she set up to the north? Yep, that's right. I'm not sure how far she could have gone. But let's ride out and look for her then. Alright, time to go. We can finally explore. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, good thing. Hold on. Are we? Yes, we are. I see the northern part of the Highlands is just as beautiful as its southern counterpart. Indeed. Though it also looks more dangerous, what with all these steep cliffs. Oh, look at that. So that's the other giant statue like the one on Brioni Island. Yes, that's right. This was the Lost Zem, the Septarian of Earth. Meanwhile, the one on Brioni Island was Arc Rouge, the Septarian of Fire. As you are aware, both have long since lost their power, leaving them as mere shells. I had no idea when I first saw it during our field study that it had such a history. It's hard to believe that the Divine Knights originated from them. Shall we start looking then? Can't imagine our visitor could have gone far without a horse. I'm inclined to agree. Hopefully, this would be a quick search. Alright, How far away is she? Is the red marker here? Oh god, okay. Okay. That's a travel. Alright, well. Let's enjoy the view, the sights, the horseback riding. Because it's been a while since we were on a horse. And I'm gonna ignore all of you guys. Normally, I would fight you, but I mean, it would help also with the leveling up and all that, but at this point in time, I kind of just want to make it to our destination, so even though I'm missing out on scanning most of you, I'm good. But I will not ignore the chests. Such as you.
Yeah!
Hold on a second. Okay. Where? We're gonna have to go around. I think I remember this area where it's like you have to take the long route. Get out of my face. What is this?
That area's teeming with fish.
That splashing must be from a fish.
Okay, hold on a second. It's a fishing area. Let's give it a shot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Want a bite? Nice.
Oh, this fish is small. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, almost have him. Almost have him. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Ah, got him. I got him. I got him.
Well, it's not bad.
You know, I also forgot that if I fish, the enemies will respawn.
Right, let's go.
Ready when you are.
Alright, so, for now.
Yeah!
I didn't have to fight them though, so I don't have to worry too much. But if I fish again after I defeat some enemies, they'll come back. Alright, let's go. We're here. Yeah, we're almost here. We're almost there. Finally. I knew it, Grace.
They don't call this one of the Highlands' most famous sites for nothing. Talk about statuesque. Literally. Maybe I'll start a listicle of the Empire's best views when I get back to the office.
Isn't that...
Is that you, Grace?
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you, Class 7. And you, Divine Blade. Congrats on the upgrade from Ashen Chevalier.
Gaius said there was another visitor, but he kept Who a surprise. So it was you.
I was just as surprised to find her in Nord, believe me.
How did you make it to the Empire with Crossbell occupied?
The only way I could have. I wasn't in Crossbell when the occupation went down. Around just before the ceremony started, I got an interesting lead through the Orbal net. So I left coverage of the actual signing to the others and jumped on the next train to Erebonia. Thinking on it now, I'm honestly not sure if I'd call that good or bad luck.
I can imagine.
This must all be very hard for you.
It is. But I've never been one for sitting around sulking when life throws me a curveball. There's gotta be a role for me to play in sorting all this out. The best thing I can do is get out there and take action. I wouldn't be much of a journalist or a Crossbellin if I didn't.
That's the Grace we all know so well. Yeah, I mean, Lloyd and Randy are made of tough stuff, and then there's Grace. But from Crossbell, they are built different. So what's this lead you're talking about? It's gotta be something big for you to leave a historic moment like the signing ceremony for someone else to cover. Oh, it absolutely is. It was a report that Prince Oliver and his wife had gone missing during their honeymoon, the Courageous Two and all. I had a feeling it would involve that. We're actually here following the same case. Yeah, on a tip 2 no less. I'm guessing the fact that you're here in Nord of all places means you found some clue to their whereabouts? That's right, although it's only circumstantial evidence at this point. There's a report that suspicious people clad in black were sighted in the area where the royals went for their honeymoon. You don't think the Ebon Defense Force? I'd bet 1,000 mirror on it. Then there's an unconfirmed report that the EDF were sighted in Nord before and after the Courageous Two's disappearance. I'm here following up on both leads. So the terrorists who occupied Crossbell and took up arms against the Empire were potentially responsible here too. I found no evidence that they were hiding here or had been in the past yesterday though. Yeah, I couldn't find anything either. If they really were here, they're clearly good at covering their tracks. There's no smoke without fire. There's clearly something here in the Highlands. Although I'll admit I'm basing at least part of that conviction on my reporter's instincts. Hey, your gut talks, we'd be fools not to listen. I quite agree. The likelihood that what happened in Crossbell and the prince's disappearance are connected is higher than ever now. Thanks for sharing what you know, Grace. It really helped. Hey, I just wish I had some solid conclusive evidence to give you. All I can do is wish you well with the rest of your investigation. I'm convinced that solving this will lead you to a way to liberate Crossbell. So get out there and give them hell, Class 7. If you're asking, who are we to refuse? The group then escorted Grace back to the settlement on horseback. Once assured of her safety, they were then able to resume their investigation. It's sounding like we should go around the southern part of the Highlands too. Indeed. The area seems less likely given that it has military facilities, but the truth could have been under our noses all along. I think it's still worth looking there. Speaking of the military, I wonder how the Lieutenant Colonel's investigation is going. Come to think of it, he said he was going to ask around the watchtower, didn't he? Yeah. Maybe we should contact him and compare notes. Could you give him a call, Kurt? Of course. Huh? I can't get through. That's strange. The watchtower should definitely be in range from here. Perhaps he's somewhere else further away? Or in an area with poor reception? If only we could use the round of 7, then this wouldn't be an issue. It's frustrating, but there's no point in dwelling on it. We'll just have to explore the Southern Highlands while making for the watchtower ourselves. I think you're right. Hopefully we'll be reunited with my brother before long. I'd like to have a closer look at the stone circle and the triangular rock that we passed on the way here too. Shall we depart then? Allow me to lead the way. Alright, awesome. On that note, guys, I'm going to end it here for today. I want to thank you all for watching. When we come back, we'll be exploring the southern part of the Northern Highlands again. The areas we couldn't venture into before because we had to actually go into town first. Or a village, not so much a town. But, you know, either way, we will return in the next one. So thank you all again for watching.